is up? I have a problem. That I think I can fix. That should have fixed that. So you guys shouldn't be able to hear the game right now. And now should be able to hear it again. I was having basically double audio, and it was pretty rough, to be 100% honest. Yeah, and I have to figure this out still. Because my Rodecaster stuff isn't quite set up the way I'd like it to be. But, what's up guys? I'm VTubing today. Well, PNG tubing today. This is also a 1440p stream test. Forgot to add that to the title. Perfect timing though, that it's going to be available to me before what's it called? Before we get into Path of Exile 2 in a couple weeks. So I'm actually pretty excited about that. So let's do a quick test to the different channels and broadcasts. Everything has been sent. Everything seems to be working. So yeah, I do have full-on transcoding now. So no matter what quality you watch Twitch at, it should be available from my stream at 1440p, 1080p, 720p, 480 and 360. I want to check that real quick, because my mod view doesn't let me go above 720. But you should be able to click 1440p, because as far as the Twitch inspector is showing, I have 1440p and 1080p available. Could also just be my monitor not having 1440p. Oh, I was gonna, I forgot to do one thing. It doesn't matter at this point. Does not matter. But let's go ahead and get into the game, shall we? Let me close this tab. Everything seems to be working the way it's supposed to. So I took a week off. Lots of stuff happening this week. Just real quick before I start the stream, just gonna get through this. Stuff happened this week with just outside of game. Had things to do for my job. Had lots of Pokemon Go events happening in the lead up to the wild area. Caught a bunch of cool stuff. Did a bunch of raids. All that fun junk. If you play Pokemon Go, then you know what I'm talking about. If you don't play Pokemon Go, feel free to ask what I'm talking about, and I'll expand on it further. But realistically, just a long week of playing lots of Pokemon Go is all it was. So let's get into the stream. Oh, and I never ended up cleaning out my inventory, unfortunately. I was gonna do it earlier today, but I got sidetracked. Okay. Having seen the district to her satisfaction, Wuklamat is ready to head to the meeting point. So we're supposed to go to a place called Trueview in the eastern sector. This conveyor ought to take us there. You know, once you get used to it, they're actually kind of fun. Come on. This the right place, you think? I don't see others, though. I don't see the others, though. Well, rather than sitting and waiting, we might as well explore a bit more. Huh? Bro, look over there. A Mamulja child. What are they doing here? Interesting. Don't tell me that this is the child of her brother, because that'd be really funny. You noticed too, right? The resemblance to Zeralcha. The blue scales of a Boniwa with the features of a Hubigo? This can't be a coincidence. At any rate, it wouldn't do to leave such a small child on their own. Come on, let's go after them. Oh man, what am I getting myself into? I remember seeing this child when we first got here, or in a different cutscene in this area. Ooh, that looks cool. Whatever that is. So this is Trueview. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but it does seem lively. It's an interesting structure. Looks like a giant CPU tower. That building is just about the only one that isn't lit up. Not open for business at the moment, I guess. Hello, child. I didn't see you there. Listen, we don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk. It's a bit odd, don't you think? they run off. Okay. So it is. Alright then, lead the way. Blue-scaled Hubigo child. Alright, just wiping my hands real quick. Yeah, no. Once you choose to depart, Wuklamat will accompany you. The blue-scaled Hubigo child will then begin moving towards the destination. Make your way to the destination without falling behind. If you leave Wuklamat behind for any reason or lose sight of the blue-scaled Hubigo child, you may try again by returning to the starting point. Okay. Well, he's off. Dude is just like, I'm out of here. Forget you guys. Oh, there's an aetheryte that I just passed and didn't get to click on, or Aethernet shard. A recreation zone. Oh, hey. It's the I can't remember what they're called, but I recognize those. Nice. Is this where you wanted to bring us? What is this place? If you're meant to relax here, it isn't working for me. Hey, what's your name? Oh, just gonna shake his head at us. So you're still not inclined to talk? He'll only talk if he's completely comfortable with you. You know him? After a fashion, but never mind that. How about something to wet your whistle? Adorable as you are, it's on the house. I can recommend our special, Her Majesty. I'll prepare one without liquor for the boy, too. Thanks, but no thanks. No, sir, with Kakua. In that case, go and have a chat with Big Tassos there. He'll show you to a fun place. Interesting. What about him? I don't think he's in the mood to talk, so you can tend the bar with me. This is taking a turn for the strange, but you don't think we're walking into a trap, do you? Damn, if this doesn't have suspicious written all over it. Well, the door guy doesn't have a thing on his head. You know. What is this fun place meant to be? Is Kafku there? Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out. True that. Ugh. Tasso stands stoically before the door. This area is normally off limits, but Kafka has told us about you. Just follow the corridor and head into the room at the end. Let's go. Whatever happens, you won't see me. You won't catch me surprised.
Wonderful! They're here!
Nice.
We've only just arrived ourselves.
Amazing.
It's random shirtless dude.
I bid you welcome to the back room. Oblivion's humble headquarters.
A hideout tucked behind a drinking hole. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Waking sands, rising stones.
Our members here are mainly creators and adapters. That is, scientists and engineers who specialize in electro.
Okay.
They use their skills to provide support to our field operatives. Geralt, Shale, be so kind as to give our friends an overview of your duties.
Okay.
Well, there's provisioning. Gotta have supplies to fight a good fight, ain't ya? Luckily, we got the tools to craft most of what we need.
Gathering intelligence is another vital aspect of our work. Everkeep's core system is a veritable treasure trove of information. You just need to know how to get in and find it.
Okay.
We also handle surveillance and communications, watching the enemy's movements and coordinating our own, that sort of thing.
All right.
And among all our activities, we spend a fair bit of effort investigating preservation.
What's preservation?
The organization credited with laying the foundations of electrope technology. From the soul management system to Everkeep's design, they're behind just about everything you see here. It'd be no exaggeration to say they made this realm what it is.
Got it.
But their magnum opus was without a doubt the power which was used to join Alexandria to Tural. Interdimensional fusion.
Said power isn't unlike my summoning technique and the magic within Azam's crystal.
Just way stronger.
Yet, though the effect is localized, to be able to fuse realities. Even with my knowledge, I struggle to conceive how it could be possible.
Incidentally, the founders of our group, a husband and wife, were members of preservation at one point.
Kryle's parents.
But they opposed the fusing of worlds, and so defected in order to prevent it.
Tell me that they're Kryle's parents.
While not entirely unexpected, given what we have seen, this is still quite the revelation.
By the by, that's an interesting earring you have there. A novel way of carrying a data storage device.
What?
Oh, you didn't know? Well, as a precautionary measure against machine infiltration, we scan everyone as they enter. And when we scanned you, we detected a small quantity of electrope. Though it's been dressed up, that earring is a storage device and no mistake. Bought it from a shop here, did you?
No.
No, it isn't bought, but inherited.
And now she tells them all about how she's originally from here.
So these people sent you through the portal along with the earring?
Do you know aught of them?
Listen, Cryo. The husband and wife who founded our order. It's believed that they were Malala.
So,
Though we have no
your
evidence at
parents.
present, we can't rule out the possibility that they were your parents, or perhaps close relations. This I posit because they were the very individuals who spearheaded the research into interdimensional fusion. As traitors to preservation, they were relentlessly pursued. If they had a child they feared they couldn't keep safe, entrusting her to the people of another world might have been their best option.
Oh, okay.
My parents, the founders of Oblivion. Tell me everything you know about them, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Anything and everything.
Give them the earring, and you'll probably get a whole bunch of
We don't even
information.
know their names, I'm afraid. In a bid to elude preservation's agents, we suspect they erased all trace of themselves. I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. If you're interested, though, you're welcome to review our accumulated data.
Just check the data device.
Yes, please. As an individual and member of my order both, I wish to learn as much as possible.
I should also like to peruse the data. Where the joining of realities is concerned, I may well be of service.
We just were told she has a data storage device on her ear. Why are we not checking the contents of the data storage device?
Thank you.
Like,
If you like, I can examine your
thank
earring.
you. Oh my
I have
god.
to say, the prospect that it belonged to our
One
founders had me
person with
itching to take a
common
look.
sense.
I dare say we have enough eyes to pore over your records. Is there any other way we might be productive?
Not right now. We're still waiting for Zoralja to make the next move.
In that case, Alice, would you mind accompanying me?
Gladly.
Oh, I've buggered it up again!
What's the problem?
Never a moment's peace. Pay him no mind. I don't.
Oi, you two there! One of you give me a hand, would you? Don't matter who.
I just remembered I have matters to discuss with Shay.
Guess it's me then. Oh man. Sorry you had to see passion spilling over. Happens when you put your heart and soul into your craft, you know? And not to be weird or nothing, but I felt a sense of kinship when I saw you, as if we've met in another life. Any road, as I was saying, I need someone to lend me a hand. I haven't slept for 2 nights now, not a single wink, and I'm ripe to collapse. Can't afford to though, got folks relying on me, see? But if I'm to keep at it, I need you to fetch me my favorite energy tonic. That voucher's good for 2 cans, one for yourself by way of welcome. Can't get the stuff at any old vending machine though. You need to talk to a bloke named Philemon. You'll find him tending a bar out on the main strip. Off you go now. Okay. Oh. This game is so pretty. Philemon. Welcome, what are you having? Here's my 2 vouchers. Energy tonics you can't get from vending machines. How dare you suggest that I sell such dangerous stuff? Away with you, and don't come back. Got a voucher? Slip it to me. Nice and subtle. I don't understand why we said anything about energy drinks and didn't just hand over the vouchers. I mean, we are kind of silent. Ah, so you're collecting for Janot. A can for him and a can for you, eh? Interesting. Here you go. Yours is formulated for beginners, gentler than the full strength stuff. It's not contraband or anything, so you won't run afoul of the authorities. But if the Rodina Consortium was made aware of my special selection, it'd be bad for business. Now, seeing as it's your first time, I want you to drink your tonic here, just in case there's side effects. Bottoms up now. Need to make sure it doesn't affect you in any unintended ways. You drain the tonic in a single pull. Now that's how you do it. Your pulse ought to quicken soon, after which you'll start to see everything more clearly, and then, finally, you'll feel a roaring surge of energy. People say it's like growing a pair of rainbow wings. Well, you haven't upped and carked it, so hurry along and give Janot his tonic. He tends to leave it to the last moment, and I expect he's about to keel over. That was cool. Little rainbow effect and all that. A little over the top, but it wouldn't be this game if it weren't. Headed to the back room? Yep. You got the tonic? Give it here quick. That's the stuff. Ain't nothing like it to blow the cobwebs right out with a great big kaboom. Awakens something feral in me, it does. Transforms me into a remorseless beast that won't stop till it's done what it's born to do. Any road, sorry for sending you off on an errand like that. I just can't concentrate without me tonic, you know? And the pile of work only ever gets bigger. Speaking of which, I better get back to it. Those weapons and tools ain't gonna enhance themselves. Interesting. Interesting.
I've been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child. Could he be...
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoralja's son.
So you think so too? But what is he doing here?
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
To think he'd cast aside his child.
We can't say for certain who he was born to, or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoralja is the only other one around.
Yeah.
That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put 2 and 2 together. This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
What's his name?
Gulja.
It was my hope that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
It's a fine name.
Very nice.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual.
Oh yeah?
At first, I intended to raise him as my own. But just when I thought he was warming to me, he suddenly disappeared. We searched high and low for several days. And where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunder Yards as if he were on a stroll. On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days. He would return to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers, and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
If Gululja is Zorolja's child, that makes him my nephew. Assuming he's
True.
willing, I'd be glad to take him in like Papa did for me. But seeing as I'm here to kill his father, I don't know if it would be right.
And it
Who's
seems like
that?
he overheard all of that.
Oh dear. It's Galulja.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
Oh, this is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more precautions.
I'm going after
mean-
him. I need to explain.
I don't...
Wait, Lamachi.
I'm
I
not
understand your haste.
exactly
It
sure
would be best to coordinate a search.
he would run off and tell his father anyway, though.
Kapkiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
If those who can fight would search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
Seems like a poor use of our limited resources. 0 inventory slots. Yeah. Stop giving me things. I don't have space. If Gululja is outside the tower, we need to find him as quickly as possible. Even if he's used to getting around on his own, we're in the wilds are still no place for a child. Is there any food I can eat? That I have small amounts of stack. Fortunately, the quest rewards earlier were foods. That works. I probably have inventory or stuff in my inventory that I can equip aside from that ring that I just put on, but maybe not. Okay. Let's attune to these Aethernet shards so that we can be all done with Aethernet shards for Solution 9, as far as I can tell. Could be completely off on that, and there could be like another one somewhere that I just don't know about. Let's go. I would say let's hit the close one here and then go to the one all the way at the south part there. Alright. Yeah, this should be the last one. And then from there, we should be able to access all of the different nodes and also get out of the city as well. Of course, I don't know this for sure. But we'll find out as soon as we click on it. Okay. Yep. Scanning port 9, heritage found is now accessible. So that's where I need to go, right? Yeah. Let's go. Huzzah. Well, here we are outside, but where do we even begin? Perhaps someone has caught sight of Galulja. Let's make inquiries nearby. Good idea. We'll head to the big wall. Sounds like a plan. I really like the music for this whole expansion, honestly. The battle music especially. This right here. The best music in my opinion from the expansion. But I really like the ambient music too, quite a bit. Galulja does not appear to be in the area, however you catch a sight of a group of people a short distance to the southwest. This way? I guess so. I guess so. What are these electrope ruins or electrope scrap? Looks like some sort of salvage yard. Let's ask after Galulja. Galulja isn't here. You know the boy? Have you seen him? Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you were... No offense taken. My name is Tapu. My eyes may be useless, but my ears are sharper for it. I can recognize people by their footfalls, including Galulja. So you didn't come this way? Where in the world could he be? I do not know your voices. Who are you to Galulja, and why do you search for him? I'm family, though we're not related by blood. His father is my brother. I've only just met Galulja, and we haven't had a chance to talk properly. But I'm about to do something that will make him hate me, and I wanted the chance to explain. His father is your brother? Then that means you're... Yes, I am Uklamat, a vow of resolve of Tuliolal. When all is said and done, Galulja may not want nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I'll always consider him family. I'll always be there for him, and I want him to know that. It tears you apart to do what you must. The quiver in your voice tells the tale. Galulja was headed south. There. He has a place that is as close to a home as he knows. Find and bear your heart to him. Should he, in turn, bear his heart to you, accept and respect his wishes, as Queen's Fiend respected ours when she granted us a place in her realm. I will, don't worry. But what do you mean when you say Fiend respected your wishes? Out of concern for our well-being, Her Majesty had urged us to reside inside Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she gracefully accept our decision, she granted us the necessary supplies to make our home here. And since then, she has paid us regular visits to see how we fare. That sounds like sweet, alright. Well, thanks for telling me about Galulja. I'll find him, and then we'll have a good talk. But we continue south, it seems. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we make our way. Interesting. I wonder what that sounds like to her, being in this pink rhino tank. Oh man, guys, I'm really enjoying this, right? And I want to get through the story and play some of the end game stuff, but can I just say how ridiculously excited I am for PoE 2? What is this? It's a town. And half of it is submerged. The architecture looks nothing like what we've seen so far. It's more Charlian. Ah, there he is, among the ruins. I only caught a glimpse, but there's no mistaking that tiny silhouette. Let's hurry after him. It'd be a disaster if a building collapsed while he's inside. Ugh. No! I only saw him for a moment before he disappeared behind the building, but I'm pretty sure Galulja was heading further south. I'll contact LSA on Linkpro and let her know to join us. All this is full. Oof. I gotta start getting rid of stuff. I just don't want to with my hoarder brain. Something tells me I have the long stop, like sword and shield already for my paladin. Culinary level's not high enough. I'll just discard this token. Chances of me doing anything with it are so freaking low. Probably be fine getting rid of this Electrum ingot as well. But every now and then we run into the need for a low tier crafting material while we're building or making the higher tier stuff for turn-ins. Defective sentry. Slip in between these guys. Go around that one. Boop, 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 boop. Whoop-la-mat. I see sentries. This is the area, but the canals and the debris make it hard to get a good view. Let's split up and search. If you could head into the canals, I'll make my way through the streets. When we find Galulja, let's watch from a distance until he gets to his destination. Wouldn't want to startle him and cause an accident. Is this supposed to be like a town from Final Fantasy IX? I wonder. There he is. You have located Galulja. Follow him quietly without being noticed. Aye, Captain. Follow from a safe distance. Should you fail, go back to the start. He speaks. Okay. Stand behind these rocks. Oh yeah, no one's there, my guy. Alright, jump down here. It's gonna turn around any moment now. We'll sprint. And into the building. Okay. Duty complete. Hacha.
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt.
What's here, I wonder?
I wonder if Sven's his mother, right? And she's placed like a ward or something on him.
So he's looking after those little ones.
Galulja.
Not another step!
What?
What's this
Sentry?
then?
Run, Galulja, run!
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
My name is Wuklamat, and I've come to talk to Galulja.
Is that so?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy, do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said
said she's going to kill my father.
Villains! I will deal with them forthwith!
But... I want to get to know her too.
Aw, look at her face. Oh, that was the cutest thing.
I see. If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
All right then. Let's talk, you and I. Lots.
So, then is this what's been keeping him safe all this time? This mechanical soldier?
Who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
Vessel?
Otis is my friend. When I was hungry and sad, he came and looked after me. He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things.
I really like this robot.
Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
This machine cooks for you.
The design of it is really cool.
And teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
Ah! How remiss of me. I had neglected to introduce myself. Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. At your service.
You're captain of the knights?
You seem different from the other machines. What's your story?
And there I thought it was Gululja with whom you wish to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane.
I would like to know as well.
But ere I regale you, we must take our repast.
A meal. Here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
Please, I'm really hungry.
Devious child.
All right. A repast it is.
What are we gonna eat?
She's going to spoil her nephew silly. I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable specialty.
Most delectable specialty, he says. I wonder what it could be. Bum, 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 bum. Most enjoyable meals for those who make together. We use some yam and pumpkin. People of the outskirts should be willing to share their harvest. As for Bro and Alice, I would be obliged if you could procure some woolback meat. Creatures can be found grazing on the slopes outside of town. As beef is less readily available, their flesh makes for a good substitute. That of the younger ones especially, as it is more tender and less gamey. Thank you kindly. In the meantime, I shall see to other preparations. Interesting. If I do say so myself. So we're off to harvest some meat from some meaty boys. Let's see. let us harvest. How far do I need to go? Hold up. There's an aetheryte right here. It would be silly of me not to detour and grab it. Electrope strike. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Whoa, that doesn't look like a place I want to fall. Ouchie! I'm being shot! That's not cool, man. That's not cool at all. That's not cool. 98 bullback. Interesting creature design. Does it have a face? Young woolback. Honestly, I might be worth my while to pop open some of these coffers and update my gear a little bit. Not necessarily something I wanted to do, if I'm gonna be 100% honest, but we've fallen a little bit behind. Yeah, like this isn't that big of an upgrade, but it's still an upgrade. Actually, we have a 675 here. Yeah, we have like big upgrades to make. So instead of just hoarding all this stuff, I think it's probably best if I just use it and I keep some of the hoarded stuff for later for other classes, since that's kind of what I was doing with this stuff anyway. Let's see. Return to inventory, equip. That looks pretty cool. Let's see, return to inventory, equip. Okay. Oh, and a pair of gloves. Pretty sure I can just return these to my inventory. I'm not 100% on that though. What's my culinarian at? Culinarian. Oh, 41. Yeah, I can return these to my inventory. I can equip that. Okay. Yeah, so I have like a full set of 663 gear. Well, 63 and 69. Okay. Yeah, I've just not been using the stuff that's been being given to me through these quests, which, like, isn't the worst thing in the world, but obviously it's why our inventory keeps filling up. I really like this chest piece, though. It reminds me of something we used to have. Like, it reminds me of armor from before that we had at some point. One of the, Ironworks chest pieces. With, specifically this piece right here below the collar. It looks like the Ironworks level 50 or level 60 healer gear. Alright, Otis. What's this? Am I to understand you have already procured the meat? Yes, you are to understand that the loin is in my hands. Good heavens, you have. Such a choice cut. It is plain you know how to handle yourself in battle. Were it 400 years ago, I would have recruited you to the Royal Knights. Complete. I'll just use these and equip them. Keep our inventory from filling up. Ugh, and a hat is coming too. Except, once Alistair brings her portion, we shall have a glorious bounty to satisfy growing younglings like yourself. Indeed, I expect there will be ample leftovers to share with the good folk of the Drift Towns. They always appreciate a warm meal. Now, seeing as you've completed your task so quickly, I have another request to make of you. We've exhausted our supplies of kindling electrope. And I would be grateful if you could search the houses yonder for more. In the Old Kingdom, electrope rations were issued to each citizen, while small fragments may still be found here and there. If you can obtain 5 pieces, say at least one ought to be what we acquire. That is the kind that converts lightning to fire. Wulja can identify them by the circuitry, so pray take them to him. The boy has become quite deft at discerning electrope types, and in a very short time, I might add. Now off you go, and happy fortune. Cool. So I'm going to take this little bridge, seeing as we want to be over here. Processed electrope. I see some over there too. There's one. Was that the castle over there? Looks very castle-y from here. There's 2. Huh. Oh, hello, Aether Current. Let's see, if I go through this building, I can probably get around this sentry. Okay, that works. Aether Current. Dang. 5 out of however many. I have a lot of work to do to get flying unlocked. That's 3. Here's 4 coming up. And I see 5 over there. I'm getting some random drops here and there, but they're not, I'm not having any dropped frames in OBS, it's literally my game. But I still haven't been able to ascertain what the problem is. Alright, there's my 5 pieces. I still have, you know, a decent system. Decent specs and all that. And I'm not really pushing it as hard as I could be for all the things that, you know, it does / doesn't do. Alright, cool job. Can you identify what I have found? Wow, you found a lot. Let's see, this one creates wind, this one is for water. You can tell just like that, I'm impressed. Clever, isn't he? I'll bet he gets it from his father. Ah, this is it. It converts fire. It's absorbed lots of lightning, so we should be able to kindle a flame easily. Thank you. The only problem is, it's, you know, raining and we don't have a roof. Thanks to your assistance, we can... I guess we do have a roof. We have everything we need for our repast. You have done your part, and now I shall do mine. I bid you relax, my friends. The meal will soon be served. Tell us about yourself, Knight Captain. This is the kind of thing families do, Kulja. We have meals together and talk about what's on our minds. So you ate with your father? Yeah. With them and my brothers. It was mostly the head of Resolve and I doing the talking, though Koana and the head of Reason occasionally joined in, and Zeralja spoke when he was spoken to. You said that you have 2 papas. Does that mean one is yours and the other is my father's? No. Both are our father. He's what people called blessed siblings, a mamulja with 2 heads. Zeralja is his true-born child, while Koana and I were adopted and don't share the same blood. Well, that doesn't make us any less a family. What matters is that our hearts are connected. The head of Resolve taught me that. Family. Do you have someone like that too? A person you think is family, even though you do not share the same blood? She's talking to me. That's a good question. What about you? I do, and they're very dear to me. Yeah, I can relate. I'd like to meet them one day. So, Golja, I'm hoping that we could be family, you and I. Won't you tell me about yourself? You really want to know about me? I do. I want to know all about you. The things you love, the things you hate, anything and everything. I want to know all about you too. That reminds me, we were hoping to hear your story too, Otis. As you wish. Be forewarned that mine is a tale that will be long in recounting. It was before lightning had altered the world that I was appointed Lord Captain of the Royal Knights. We're talking hundreds of years prior to the calamity, right? Indeed, earlier still than when I assumed this mechanical form, 454 years ago to be precise. Then you used to be a normal person? Oh yes, I was once flesh and blood like you, and I proudly served as a knight of Alexandria. So rather than a machine that behaves like a person, you are an actual person. How is this possible? 'Tis only natural that you are confused. Hear my tale to the end, and all shall become clear. The foremost duty of the royal knights was the protection of the royal family. In my time, that was their majesties the king and queen, and their only child, Her Highness the Princess. By then, every nation of our star was embroiled in some manner of conflict over Electrope. Thus was our kingdom drawn into a war with its neighbor. The war was the catalyst for the great calamity that altered the environment. Countless countrymen lost their lives amidst the chaos, the king and queen among them. For a blessing, we were able to protect the princess, who then rose to the occasion and brought hope to her people in those trying times. So kind-hearted was our young queen that, at her behest, we took in refugees from the enemy nation. But sadly, her reign was cut short. Like many others, her body had been ravaged by lightning, and one day she collapsed and passed away. How tragic. Aye, nary was there a citizen whose eyes remained dry, and many a moon was spent constructing a great tomb worthy of her memory. Yet I clung to hope still, for while Her Majesty was on her deathbed, the kingdom's finest scientists had successfully extracted her soul. Did you hear that right? Extracted her soul? Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we may live on. This age-old belief had always comforted our people, but as casualties mounted in the wake of the calamity, we sought to make it into reality through the power of Electrope. In time, we succeeded in developing the means to preserve the soul, and it was used to spare the Queen eternal death. Yet it wasn't enough to simply prevent the soul's departure, for the ultimate goal was to recreate a person as they were in life, and this required that their memories be further extracted from their soul. It took many more years of research to make this possible, by which time I had become a gray old man. With my days numbered, I did not hesitate to volunteer myself as a test subject for the procedure. So it was that I attained to this vessel. And by my successful rebirth, I paved the way for those who were recreated from the memories of the departed. The Endless, they are called. If your tale is true, then the queen that your people brought back to life. That would be Sphene, would it? Oh, so you know Her Majesty as well. My description of her boundless kindness must have paled in comparison to what you no doubt felt in her presence. I haven't met her myself, I confess, not since assuming my current form. Wouldn't want to frighten the living daylights out of her. So, she's been around a little too long, methinks. Methinks that Sphene has a little bit too much of a deep, dark no-no happening. The Endless. So all this time, Sphene wasn't alive? She lives, yet she does not. 'Tis admittedly a difficult distinction to make. Having inherited the memories of a departed soul, an Endless feels, thinks, and acts precisely as that person would. In that sense, I believe they are alive. The Alexandrians know about this, right? It can't have gone unnoticed that Sphene is perpetually youthful. No one really knows about the Endless. People who wear regulators don't even think about death. Everyone sees that the Queen doesn't change, but they just accept it. To them, it's just who she is. That's a little rough. Are the Endless apart from yourselves? Are there Endless apart from yourselves? While there should be as many Endless as those who have died, I believe they are limited in where they can exist. Queen Sphene is unique in her ability to appear before you. Strictly speaking, I myself am not an Endless. They are created using memories extracted from a soul, but my entire soul was placed inside a machine. Being inside a machine makes you different? How? While I do not understand the finer points, my life is bound to this vessel. If it breaks down, then it would be over for me, much like a being of flesh and blood. Hardly an endless, unchanging life, I'm sure you'll agree. That was one of the worlds we visited at the end times. I remember that. Did Kafkua and the others know about all this? Considering their extensive intelligence gathering, I'd be surprised if they didn't. For now, let's share what we've learned with Kral and Raha. I can't help but have misgivings about this. Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. Bang, 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 bang. Doesn't sit right. At all. Aaronville.
Nahe, is that you?
Good gods, Ellen Nespia! It's been too long, my friend. Where have you been all these years? What have you been doing with yourself? Hold on. They say Queen Sphene has guests from outside the barrier. That's you, I gather?
Chill.
It seems so. I'm looking for my mother. Do you know where she is?
Your mother?
Uh-oh.
Sorry, but what was she like again?
What? It's Kafkiwa. You know, the one who was too adventurous by half? Who journeyed with the Dawn Servant?
Yeah.
It's not ringing any bells.
Which would mean...
You can't be serious. Ours was a tiny little village. Surely
based
you
off
remember
of
her.
everything we know...
I really don't.
that she died.
It's all a blank.
Is anyone else here from the village?
Hey!
Huh? Ellen Espia?
I'm looking for Kafkiwa. Where is she?
What's this all of a sudden? Who's Kafkiwa?
She died.
This cannot be.
Mm-hmm.
The memories of the departed are taken away. No.
Nashville, where are you? The others will be here soon, so hurry back, won't you? Do you hear me? Say something, would you?
Uh-oh. We've got trouble. But you know what else we've got? A new hat. Ugh, it's another one of those masks. This is like a recolor of that level 50 gear, almost exactly. Look. I knew I recognized it. Otis looks pleased with himself, insofar as his vessel can indicate. Although the mood became a tad subdued at the end, I thoroughly enjoyed our repast together. We did too, Otis. To hear about the Endless was something of a shock, but we likewise enjoyed your company. Above all, I'm glad you and I could talk. Gulja, we're going to get along great, I just know it. You think so? I'm happy for you, my boy. Now then, I presume you'll be returning to Everkeep. Permit me to accompany you at least part of the way. About Sphee. It doesn't matter to me if she's an Endless, whether she's alive like you and me or not. I've seen enough to know that she has a good heart. What worries me is the burden she bears. We still don't know what it is. I expect there are things she can't tell us, not with Zeralja watching, but at the very least, I'd like to know what the Endless are to her. Sorry, I didn't mean to delay us. I just felt the urge to share my thoughts. On the way back, let's make a quick stop at the Drift Downs. I want to tell Tapu how it went. Alright, we'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Okay. Go this way. So, Aaronville's mother definitely passed away, which I kind of figured this whole time. I was like, there's no way that, like, there's not something else going on here with the fact that she didn't just come right out and say, like, oh, here I am. So she's similar to the guy that we just met, most likely, where she died, and then her consciousness was uploaded into a machine. At least that seems to be the way things are going around these parts. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get this aether current while we're over here. These are cool. These electric armored looking elephants. That's pretty sweet. 182 to the east, so like up on this ridge most likely. There it is. Okay. That one's gonna see me for sure. No, I guess not. They're either not hostile or very tunnel vision blind. Eh. Okay. Bing, 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 bing. 252 to the northwest. How much you want to bet there's one right up here? I'm glad I'm pressing this because I didn't even think about it these last couple of streams that we did with this. 171 to the north. We probably passed right by it earlier and like I just didn't, you know, register that there was a current there. Yeah, look. Look at that. Three more in this area. 738 to the southeast, so not right now. Okay, Tapu. Waving at her doesn't really do much. Ah, you are returned. Were you able to find Kulalja? We were thanks to you. All's well with the boy. I'm relieved to hear that. And to know that he has family who worries for him. Kulalja must be too glad. I hope so. Also, I'll try not to force or rush anything. It's for him to decide what I am to him. My, what a pleasant surprise it is to meet you in these parts. Is it now? Sveen, what are you doing here? Visiting my people. Are you doing the same perchance? I suppose we are, yes. Listen, there's something you'd like to talk to you about. Could we have a word in private? Uh-oh. So you know about the illness. While we may not discuss it openly, my people will have surely noticed that I haven't changed for hundreds of years. I have made no attempt to conceal my nature. If I may ask, though, who was it that told you about the Endless? Only a few should be familiar with the concept. I'm afraid I can't say. I bear no ill will towards this mystery individual, lest that be your concern. I'm merely curious. Tell me, Sphene. You care for your people, that much is plain, and I assume you care for the Endless too. Earlier in Everkeep, there was something that you wanted to tell us. Was it to do with them? The Endless are as dear to me as living citizens. They are as much my family, but they can only be sustained by meeting certain exacting requirements. Thus far, we've managed to do so, but should more people die, I fear we would be pushed beyond our limit. Their preservation demands vast amounts of energy. Energy? I don't understand the workings of it all, but is there something we can do to help? Then... would you be willing to become Alexandrian citizens? What? I have my nation, my people to protect. I can't just become an Alexandrian. Indeed, I suppose you cannot. First, you tell us you want to make peace, then you tell us to go home. What exactly is it that you want? Same as you, of course, to protect my people. Tell us more about the energy the Endless need. They need souls. That I cannot say. I do not ask that you understand or like me, but I wish. I wish we had been born on the same side of it. Ugh. Okay. What do you mean by that? Wait, Sphene. Yeah. So, she needs souls to continue keeping the Endless alive. For sure. They need to, like, harvest energy from people, which is why they get deleted from people's memories, because then their essence is used to feed the Endless. That's my working theory right now. That they are simply a means to an end. And you know, and that's why Sphene is in support of Zeralja and his campaign. Because he will kill many Tuliolans.
Why don't you come with us? You might get to see Sphene.
Ah, 'tis a magnanimous and much appreciated offer, but I must decline. A part of me longs for an audience with Her Majesty, it is true. Yet, though it be in my previous life, I failed to protect my queen.
Okay.
I couldn't bear to show my face before her. And such an uncomely one besides.
All right. If that's how you feel, we won't force you. But rest assured, we'll visit with Gululja, and we hope you'll cook for us again.
It would be my pleasure. You are welcome to bring other comrades should you so desire. The more the merrier.
I've been looking all over for you.
Uh-oh.
Nostalgia, was it?
What's the matter?
It's Zeralja. He marches to Vanguard.
done waiting. But why weren't we alerted sooner?
Our transmissions are being jammed. The lookouts couldn't get through to us. Wayakwe is at Vanguard too, but I can't reach her. What are we to do?
Oh, Lord.
Stay calm. Kafkiwa has yet to be alerted, yes? Take her to the back room as fast as you can.
Our link pearls may still work. I'll try contacting those in Tuliolo.
Otis, I need you to keep Guloja safe.
You needn't ask.
I want to go with you.
Absolutely not. A battle's no place for you.
Nope. Definitely not, child.
Guruja, the people of the outskirts must be evacuated. For this crucial task, I require your assistance. Remember,
That's a good way to put it.
when battle is at hand, anything can happen. Caution is as valuable as any blade.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, sir.
I love whoever they got to do his voice acting.
I managed to get hold of Alphano. He'll inform Kona.
Good.
Okay.
How's the situation in Tulihola?
There's nothing to worry about, or so my brother assured me. With such short notice, though, I doubt they'll be fully prepared.
They'll be ready, I'm sure of it. The vow of reason is not to be underestimated.
It's the truth.
I'm coming, Sorolja. And we will finish this once and for all.
Why do I have a feeling that we won't finish this once and for all? Ooh, level up. Level 99. Let's go. Upon speaking with Wuklamat, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety. Okay. Let's do it. Before we get going, I have a request to make of you. When we confront Zorelja, you must let me face him alone. Why? It's far too dangerous. Why would you put such risk if we don't have to? We have two priorities. The first is to hold Zorelja within the dome and protect Tuliolo. The second is to free Wayakwe if she's been captured. To make sure we succeed, we need to play the worthy foe for Zorelja. If I come at him with help, he'll likely lose interest and proceed with his attack on the city. That's why it needs to be a duel. Even if Tuliolo is better prepared this time, it's true that it would be best to avoid another battle, and failing that, we might at least weaken Zorelja. Rest assured, I'm not going into this without a strategy. Our time in the dome has given us invaluable insights into Alexandrian culture. The use of regulators, for one, the secret to Zorelja's strength. Then you mean to... That's right, if I destroy his regulator, he'll be unable to draw upon souls. We'll see how much he wants a duel after that. So, will you leave Zorelja to me? I believe in you, Lamachin. Thank you, bro. It's true that this is your fight, and how you choose to handle it is your decision. But if we see you struggling, or Zoralja attempts to call upon his minions, we will go to your aid. Fair enough. Knowing you'll be there, I can give it my all. Together with Kona, I'll keep Tuliyollal safe. First cutscene.
Zoralja!
Hello.
You disappoint me, Uklamat. We are foes, yet you had my admiration for defeating Father and claiming the throne. But instead of coming for me, you gallivant with the resistance. Do I intimidate you?
I am here, brother. I did not run, nor hide. I have come to kill you. Let her go. Your quarrel is with me.
And will you settle it one-on-one? Or call upon all and sundry yet again? Not that it would make any difference.
No. Like Papa did, I'll face you alone.
Really? You believe you stand a chance? Have you forgotten how it ended with Father?
I remember you couldn't win without relying on other people's souls. Alone, I may be weak, but so are you.
So be it. Do not regret your decision. Release her.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I thought I was done for.
No, you don't.
A snake.
Had you let her die, you could have dealt me a telling blow. Your compassion will be the end of you.
I'm not letting anyone else die.
Do it.
And you will never surpass Papa.
But I have. With these very hands, I slew him.
His body may be gone, but his spirit lives on in us.
The Yokui's delusion is catching, I see.
The Yokoi is going to be the reason you die.
Delusion. Papa's love for Tuliyollal gives me strength even now. Ah! Come, let's get this over with. For my people and Sphinx.
And Sphinx.
How gullible you are. All of this is Sphinx's doing. Her objective is to harvest all life outside the barrier. Our interests happen to align, hence our alliance.
And called it.
Liar! Sphinx would never do that.
That's exactly what she's doing.
The King of Resolve speaks the truth.
How did she?
Because she's not human. Like...
The attack on Tural was no less my desire than Zoralja's.
You said you wanted none of this. It was a farce from the very start.
Sure.
Yes, I used you.
So it was all just a lie then? What you said about loving your people as family? About wanting to see them smile?
No, that's not a lie. But to accomplish it, she has to kill your
I
people.
do this for them. For what it's worth, I'm sorry I deceived you. But I had no choice.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm to save my people, I must take the lives of yours.
And that's the truth.
Behold, Wuklamat, the benevolent Queen's Fiend. An illusion that orchestrated a massacre.
Goes to show you.
Or machine, or whatever you are now, you bear the memories of the person you once were. You should still have a heart. When you speak of slaughtering my people, do you feel nothing?
Nope. It's all a ploy.
Nothing is dearer to me than my people. It matters not whether they are living or endless. As queen, I will do anything to protect them. If it were you, could you have found another way? With your strength, could you have held fast to that which is dear without sacrifice?
I mean,
What exactly do you seek to do? What are you protecting your people from?
You waste your words. There is no turning back. Is this the strength that the love of Tuliyola lends you? A weak ruler walks a path of ruin. Tell me, which of us is worthy of their throne?
I already know. It will never be you!
yeah, you tell him. Get in there.
As long as you think only of yourself, you'll never be worthy. You'll never surpass Father or me! You can't rely on souls anymore. It's over.
And he's gonna do something else, I'm sure.
Don't think you've won yet. Oh no, far from it. Give the order to the fleet. Raise Tuliyola to the ground and harvest every last soul! It is over for Tuliyola. Your works, your people, all will be ash before the day is done.
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I'm not the only Dawn's servant.
Uh-oh. Let's see what's happening. Meanwhile, in Toral. Those are really cool.
They're coming!
Take them out.
Well, come on then, you 10 bastards.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're enjoying yourself.
Yeah, Stola. Let's do it.
I'm Head Sauro. Nothing gets a hunter's blood pumping like a little danger.
Well now, it seems we have that in common. I haven't felt this alive in a good while.
There we go. Look at that. Take them the flip out. Let's go.
That's the spirit. We promised Falcona we deliver him a mountain of scrap. And I'm not about to let these hollow men make a liar out of me.
There he is. I was like, Estinian's got to be somewhere in here, doesn't he?
Hey kid, the ones below are yours.
You got it. Wait, what do you mean below? Don't see that every day.
Come on.
Hardly sporting, and this despite our best efforts to thin the enemy ranks. While it's not quite what we had planned, I'm glad we chose to remain in Toral.
Where's Oriange?
As am I. 'Twas an unexpected but welcome opportunity to join in the defense of this realm. And to his credit, Kona did ask very nicely. Still, it's a pity his brother had to delay our pleasure jaunt. But business always comes first.
Okay. Get in there, Thancred. The Yakui? No, Toral. What does Kona have? Okay. Nice, nice.
Damn it! Come no closer, you bastards!
Come on, Bakul Jaja. There he is.
That was a near thing. Are you all right? You saved your life. Yes, I know. Don't squander it.
Nice.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to my rescue. Bakul Jaja. Thank you.
Oh, still rings odd in my ears. The thank yous.
No, brother.
But
It's
I
okay.
could get used to it.
I'm glad these two grew a little bit in the story.
Right. We're not done yet.
Alpha no.
We're holding our own against their infantry. What of that monstrosity and its escort? If they start bombarding us with cannon fire, we'll have no means of fighting back.
Worry not. We have a countermeasure.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Bleeding dragon!
Let's go. Come on, Vita. Do what you were born.
What in the navigator's name is it doing here?
Tuliyollal has entered into an alliance with Rads at Han. A wise and timely decision on Valkona's part.
Oh, here they come. Let's go. That's how it's done. Is that little Midford somewhere?
Right in the nick. Tuliyollal shall never forget this debt.
Or no, it's the little sister, isn't it? Let's go.
We will hold out, Lamachi.
That's awesome.
So keep your eyes forward. And do what only you can do. Finish this. And return home, safe and sound.
Let's go. That's the way it should have been.
Report from the fleet. The enemy has offered unexpected resistance. We've been forced to withdraw.
Useless. All of you.
Ah! Stop!
Your Majesty.
That's...
Enough of this! Enough! You swore you wouldn't harm my people.
Out of my way.
Another robot soldier, dead. Another human, dead. He's gonna take his thing.
Have you gone mad?
I mean, what did you think was gonna happen?
When the army fails in its duty, it is the charge of the King of Resolve to clean up its mess. To achieve victory by any means necessary.
Oh yeah? Is that so?
Suralja to Everkeep. Initiate Court Blood. Execute all civilians and commandeer their souls.
No.
No!
Damn you!
Stop! Please, Father, stop!
Galucha! I told you not to come!
Galucha?
Oh, well.
You must flee, Kuluja! It isn't safe!
I'm not going anywhere! I have to stop my father!
I am not your father.
Let him go!
Using a child as a shield. Have you no shame?
No. Not at all.
Release him at once, or you shall answer to me!
Pitiful relic. Kneel before your king.
Oh. I mean, that's something.
Otis? What's wrong?
Find me at the top of Everkeep. There, we will determine who is fit to rule.
And he took the kid. There you go, Sphene. You failed in every way.
I must protect them.
Yeah, good luck with that. Very, very two-dimensional character, that Sphene. Unfortunately. Oh man. This army is a good part of his army. Throw us among them. Let's all take care. As progress to the battle. Your progress to the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you're defeated, you'll be able to try again for the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. No. This is where we're going to stop for the night, because I gotta go to bed pretty quickly, or pretty soon. So we're gonna cut this here, and we'll continue this on Tuesday. We're playing Final Fantasy Tuesday, Thursday, next Sunday, next Tuesday, next Thursday. So we're gonna finish the MSQ, and we're gonna do the first patch content by the end of next week. All right. But with all that said, we're gonna stop here. I hope you guys stick around for the last bit of the conclusion here as we get to the end of the MSQ. And I hope you guys are as pumped as I am for Path of Exile 2 next Friday. All that said, have a good night, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.